Hey there. Nobody here? That's okay. Might as well knock that. Okay. There we go. All right. Yeah, since nobody's here, I can sing my favorite song once again, huh? I'm talking to myself, answering myself, and that's what I like to do. I pretend like there's imaginary friends out there. Might as well. That's what I used to do often, ladies and gentlemen. I used to talk to imaginary friends. So that way I don't have to be alone. Oh no, no. I don't have to be alone. Oh, oh I just feel so great tonight. I really do. I really feel great. Who knows what could happen in the future, huh? Do some, do something, I guess. Huh? Do something. Have some fun. Perhaps. Who knows? Ah, I want it. Yeah, when it's filtered and stuff, it's good. Hmm. Water's filtered. It's pretty good. Ouch. Ooh. Ah, no, it's playing cards. Mhm. Sometimes it does. Kind of hurts. Yeah, kind of hurts. Close to it. Oh, yes, they did. Good. Oh, boy. Oh, I'm just so tired. I'm just so tired. Sometimes, ouch. Oh, oh. I'm just tired of whatever. I don't know. Yeah. I'm just not sure what I'm tired of. I'm just tired to be tired, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Well, wherever you are, welcome. Always welcome to have people coming on. Yeah. Yeah. So, how's your day doing? Hope your day is going great. I hope you're happy wherever you are. I really hope you are. 'Cause I'm happy at times. Sometimes I'm happy in negative situations. Sometimes you gotta be. Because if you're always angry and never happy, then things will go wrong. That is for sure. Yes. That is for sure. Yeah. 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 Oh, I gotta start thinking of something, huh? Yeah. Yeah. I'm just getting more forgetful all the time. Sometimes when I redo my videos, I sound like I'm mumbling. Hope that's not a bad sign. One person left. Well, thank you for stopping by, wherever you are. Always appreciate who comes and goes. Always do. I always do. Even if nobody showed up, I'm still grateful. Mm. Usually I do get some people to show up. Let's see. See what things I say that are like nothing to say. I hear a plane overhead outside. Probably a crop duster. Yeah, where I live, we have a lot of crop dusters. Dust the stuff on the crops to kill the bugs, I guess. Mm. Yeah, yeah. Hey, cross my fingers out. Farmers have a good year this year. So hopefully the food prices will go a little lower. Yeah. When I go to the grocery stores lately, food prices are pretty high. Yeah, could be a lot of things. Could be a lot of things. But what can you do? At least I can afford to buy food. At least the food comes in packages. It's enclosed in the United States. I mean, I've been watching videos of Pakistan, Afghanistan, and India, and a lot of those other countries. There's these food in the open markets, and bugs land on them, and now people still buy that food. I saw a guy once. He was cutting food like with a knife. He was hanging it between his big toe and middle toe, holding a knife, and he's cutting meat. Ugh, that is just so weird. Yeah, yeah, that's so weird in those countries. But it is interesting, though, how they prepare and cook food. And sometimes you see some of those people, well, they're mostly men, though, in some of those countries, they've had like a cigarette in their mouth while they're cooking food. Oh, geez. Drop ashes in food. Yuck. Yeah. No, that'll make a person sick. Make me sick. Yeah. I had a neighbor once, and she flicked her ashes in the kitchen sink and ate the food, and boy, I turned sick half the day. Yeah. And that person's like, what, 68, 69 now. I don't know how the person lives so darn long. That's what's amazing. That's so amazing, you know? Yeah. Yeah, that's what's so amazing. Hmm. Ow! Yeah, my ankles like to snap every now and then. Hey, man, I'm saying. Yeah, yeah, street vendors. Yeah, out in Pakistan, Afghanistan, India. They have that on YouTube. Yeah, they even show videos of Afghanistan. Yeah, it's very interesting how people live over there. Yeah, yeah. Some of those countries, like women have to wear those black clothing. Some are in like total black and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. It's just yeah, I watched. one video, Vietnam had a female out in a front picture, but then when I looked, it was like mostly male pictures, and I thought to myself, why didn't you just put your own picture up? You know, because why just put a female picture up for clicks and then it's a male picture talking on like Instagram or something? I thought that was kind of dumb. So the particular YouTube channel I unsubscribed. Yeah, didn't make much difference anyway. They have, what was it? I think about 11, 12,000 subs, so they don't miss me. That's fine. I don't care if they had a million. If I don't like it, I unsubscribe. Yeah, yeah, I have personal taste. Yeah, I have personal taste myself. Yeah, 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 yes, I do. Yeah, yeah, they do that too. You should see how they make those tram buses. I mean, they weld without those welding masks, and they wear like open toe sandals while they're building the buses and stuff. It was, yeah, that was in Pakistan too. Yeah, it was, it was mind blowing. I saw one guy, he missed his, he, I think his middle toe got amputated because something must have fallen on his toe or something. I mean, have mercy, you know. They should wear, they should wear steel toe boots, unless if they get bothered with hot feet. I don't know. Yeah, they build those vehicles like totally outside too. Those buses run once they get them built, and they only like do like one or two spot welds, and the people in the comments say they should do more welds than that, because if they get into an accident, the bus will collapse. And they have a lot of tut-tuts, the three-wheel vehicles. Sometimes they have steering wheels. Sometimes they have the like a motorcycle, you know, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, yeah, those countries really blow me away. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you look at Japan, and person looks at Japan's slums, and yeah, Japan's slums look better in a lot of countries. Yeah, even the slums in Japan look better in a lot of places around the world. A lot of the middle class places, I mean. Yeah, yeah, and they saw one video called Fire Island, the Island of the Damned. Oh, wow. Oh, God, that's where the worst convicts go to. Oh, geez. That place looks scary. It's a former monastery that turned into a prison, and the walls are just very thick. You can't escape cutting out before you're spotted. Everything's welded to the ground. Yeah. God, yeah, it makes me glad I live in the United States. Yeah, yeah, United States. You know, we have our negatives too, but had a lot of positives. There's plenty of food. At least I get to drive vehicles that are cooler than most countries. Because in a lot of countries, not even middle class people could afford a vehicle, which is true. A lot of people in the United States don't even know that. People in the United States assume everybody in around the world is like us, which is not true. No, no, the United States, you know, well, I mean, nowadays they build a lot of the vehicles like the same, technically. Oh, what's my favorite vehicles? Um, in the United States, if I could afford it, probably be like Corvettes and Mustangs and convertibles. You know, convertibles with some power behind under the hood, of course. It doesn't have to be super fast or anything. If top speed is 120 miles an hour. That's more than plenty for me. I'll need to go 150. Not me. I don't need to go that fast. Until some people like to drive vehicles that can top in 200 or more. Of course, that's big money territory if you don't go that fast. You can't really go that fast on the freeway anyway. Of course, with those kind of fancy vehicles, they're like targets of law enforcement. That one time I had my '89 Mercury Cougar, one of the V6 with a six-cylinder engine. Was it a six-cylinder or was it V6 or whatever it was? Well, I won't look it up, but anyway, boy, it was like jacked up. It wasn't that fast. Cops are still staring at me often. Even though the car wasn't that fast. That was funny. The Mercury I have, cops don't look as much, even though the car is, faster because as time went by, the fuel injection systems got better and the engines have gotten faster because of better technology. Only thing is, if your engine breaks down nowadays, you need you need an armored car full of $100 bills to pay for it. Yeah, because because the only mechanics that can really fix those is the garages like Ford, and Chrysler, and GM, and probably some of the independent garages that can hire the best mechanics, which is very few. As time goes by, vehicles are getting harder to repair. You know, getting harder. Yeah, just like me when I took my car to Ford because I think it was my temperature gauge went to pot. Yeah, was it like for total and labor and stuff? I think they did that. I don't know if they did something else. It was at $475. That was expensive. just for a just for a thermostat. Yeah, but a person needs it though, so your gauge will work. Yeah, I drove it all the way from like Lino Lakes and back. I asked Ford, I said, I hope I didn't wreck anything. Ford said, no, no, you did, but it's good you fixed it though anyway, they told me. I said, okay, good. Yeah, but for me, to be honest with you, the vehicles I enjoy the most is like, I'd say the 60s and 70s, some of the 80s, and some of the 90s. You know, the only trouble with those vehicles, especially in the 60s, is they give out too much pollution. Especially a lot of those faster vehicles back then, you had to use like premium leaded gas. And nowadays, if you want premium leaded gas, you gotta person's got to go to the airport. They get jet fuel or something, or you have to buy a octane booster, and well, that costs a lot of dough. Yeah. Oh, the one car our family had that was cool. My late uncle Ed's '63 Buick Riviera, that one with that 445 Wildcat, that automatic on the floor. Oh man, that Buick Riviera. Woo. That was the coolest Riviera they ever built. That was the coolest Riviera. It just blows your mind. If you Google it, if you want to Google a picture of a 1963 Buick Riviera, it'll blow your mind. In '63, a lot of those vehicles are like very boxy and stuff. The Riviera was pretty sleek in those days. Yeah, it was very sleek. Mhm. Yeah, of course, that's when the Corvettes got faster too. And then the late '60s, those, oh man, yeah, that'd be dream riding a Corvette actually. Or I did rode it and drove a '94 Mustang. Let's see, was it a Mustang GT 5.0 liter? Was like equivalent to a 302 V8. Boy, was that car felt fast. Huh. And back then, that car had like, was it 280 horsepower? Yeah, yep. And that was a GT convertible. Oh, I love to have that one. Oh God, it was just gorgeous. Oh man, blew my mind away. Yeah, in the 2000s and '90s. Oh yeah, I saw that 2003. What was it? Mercury Marauder. I think somebody got a shifter on the floor. It was a Marauder convertible. I saw it at the Ford dealership in New Ulm, Chuck Spaeth Ford. It had 53,000 miles. It had like the same as my Grand Marquis. It was like $18,000. They sold it in like 2.5 weeks or something like that. That car just blew my mind. Wow, it was just something. Oh God, it was like a dream. It was like a dream. Oh man, yeah. Oh God, but yeah. Oh man, I'm so tired. Yeah, I'm just very tired tonight. Yeah, yeah. As I say, times have changed a lot. Technology's changed a lot. Just blows me away since the see my memory. Oh God, let me think. When I seriously go to the pinball places, what was it, about 19? See, after I moved to Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, I said go to a place called Park Recreation Pinball Place. It was real weird. They had all these old machines, and it was it was a bummer. That guy got busted for selling coke. I mean, he made a lot of money in that pinball place. It was pretty crowded too. He had cool machines actually for the old time. Yeah, and then the guy got busted for selling hard drugs. Man, place closed down, and then they demolished it. And I just kind of bummed out and thought to myself, "Wow, yeah, yeah, it was just a bummer." That was just a total bummer. Yeah, 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 it was a bummer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just a total bummer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It does. That's true, man. Of sand. Yeah, it does. I just don't understand that arcade owner. It was just weird. They had cool pinball machines. They had pinball machines that were kind of modern. They had ones like way back in the '70s and '60s. They were actually cool to play. They were kind of challenging. They went ding, 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 ding. Yeah, it was like a lot of fun. I mean, wow. But then the circus came up, and had more of the modern machines, and yeah, then had this one. Then they had those stupid druggy people over. I was stupid at the time. They always used me for my money and my car and stuff. Those jerks. Of course, I was an idiot myself, but I saw them now, though. I give them the bird. Eh, they're nothing. I bet half of them are dead. Some are probably in jail. Bet the guys are having the hot dogs and the ladies are having the tacos. You know, I'm sure they are. That's all right. I wouldn't visit them. I wouldn't bother. I wouldn't bother. There was only one time I was paid gas money at that circus in Brooklyn Park. There was a bunch of punk rockers. They actually paid me gas money. Spiked hair and stuff. They paid me gas money. Thanks. Yeah, I should have known those guys better. But then he probably had me do punk rock too. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, those punk rockers of the 80s, they were pretty wild people. Yeah, the Jim was pretty cool. Yeah, Jim, he was probably the coolest guy at that circus. A lot of sad people over there, actually. Yeah. I like the pinball machines there. I like Xeon, and I liked Bride of Pinbot. Yeah, yeah, I like that one. Oh, the lady. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I used to like those. Yeah. Then they had bumper cars in circus, and sometimes I had this trick where you could like lean forward to bump people. It kind of made the car go a little faster. Of course, with my heavy weight, the bumper cars will go slower now. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes when I didn't like some kid, I'd follow them. I'd keep hitting them, and they get mad. Yeah, yeah, I'd key on them. One time, one guy kept keying on me, didn't like me, and I just let that kid. He looked too tough. Oh well. Yeah. And then as time went by, when I lost my license like an idiot for drunk driving, and those so-called drinking friends, I didn't give me rides. Oh well, fuck them. Fuck them. Just like my ex-roommate Kevin Montgomery would say, "Fuck them. I don't need them." He was the coolest ex-roommate I ever had. I already died in 1984, which was a bummer. Yeah, it was a bummer. Probably smoked too much or experimented with other stuff. I would put it past him. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past that guy. Mhm. Yeah, I once drove his 73 Cougar without a license. It was kind of worn out. Drove to the store and back. Other people drive his car, and they were, flying around and they didn't have a license neither. He was kind of crazy doing that, you know. After I got my license and vehicle, I vowed never to let anybody borrow my vehicle except one time. My neighbor, Steve Myra in Perham, yeah, he was like the ex-place kicker of the Baltimore Colts. He drove my 79 Pontiac Grand Le Mans. I wish I had it in records someplace. Yeah. I wonder if I could look that up. It'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah. 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 Actually drove my car to tilt the steering wheel up. Yeah, I remember that 79 Grand Le Mans, that V8 engine. Oh, that car was slow. God. For a V8 engine, that car was putz, man. Yeah. Same with the 351 Windsors with a two barrel. They were kind of putts, but you can pull trailers with those, though. Yeah, if I had a trailer hitch, I can pull trailers with that. Yeah, you can pull trailers, but they were slow. Yeah, they were slow vehicles because of the emissions and stuff. Yeah, with my 78 Mercury Cougar, somebody punched the gas tank on it. Yeah, you didn't want to do that back then because back then, when you punched, they had a thing in the garages. Don't ask me to punch your gas tank, and I won't ask you to pay a $3,000 fine. They put these signs up there. So, but if you ask those garages, they just kick them out and tell them to get lost. Might as well. I mean, what's the point doing that? Who cares? I put it unleaded anyway. It says unleaded fuel only. I just put it unleaded. I don't care. Pay a little higher price. Who cares? Because that's what the engines are. Right? Right? Just like the saying goes, the owner's manual says put a certain gas in, put in a certain gas. That's what you do. That's exactly what you do. You know, you put in that gas. A lot of people were just back then. They just, oh, I can't have unleaded. Gotta have regular. Let's punch the gas tanks. Stupid people. Even my own dad did that, to be honest. Here's this guy named Cliff Anderson, I think his name was, from Cyrus, Minnesota. He had a garage. I was like, wow, she's dead now. He used to punch gas tanks a lot. So I didn't like Cliff. Cliff was known to fix cars and mess them up. Hey, pretty good, huge fish. Yeah, pretty good. yeah, yeah, yeah. I just did some chat. I was a chat moderator earlier, so that's why I was kind of late. Sorry about that. Person I was on for the first 20 minutes, no one was on anyway, but that's all right. That's okay. This is my hobby. Yeah. yeah. That's just my hobby. Yeah. Yeah. Busy day. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of in a way. Yeah. Kind of. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Just, when I got home, I just kind of was editing some of my crappy YouTube videos, and yeah, just like put up a couple of short ones. Didn't go anywhere, but I didn't care. Yeah, yeah, I saw like a little deer that was near me, and I did a video of that, and pretty short. It didn't do much, but oh well, who cares? It was just cool seeing a small deer. And the other one just the other day, it showed the mother deer. She was getting mad. She bobbed her head down and stamped her front hoof, which means I better back away because if the person gets too close, the mother deer might start attacking. Because deer are known to attack. Mother deer is known to attack if it affects their young. I don't want to mess with no deer. Deer are tough animals. Deer are very tough animals. A lot of people don't know that. See, people are so stupid when it comes to wildlife. You know, yeah, we have some. Yeah, there's some that like walk through New Ulm. Yeah, there's some that walk through New Ulm. Some will like walk by the woods and stuff like that. Some kind of in town at the edge of town, but they don't go too serious in town. No, they like stay by the woods and stuff, and like stay by the farmlands. Once the farmers like harvest their crops and stuff, and like the deer will go out in the field and they'll munch on what's left of the corn or whatever other crops are out there. They'll go munch on that, and so the crows, if there's any crows and birds and all that, you know. Yeah, of course, course, farms, like for the whole field, it's tough to keep things away, but sometimes they'll get a real big dog or a couple of dogs to run around, and dogs they'll chase them away and stuff. That's why farmers like those big dogs. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, mostly you see doe. I don't see bucks very often. I mostly see the doe or the doe with a young, you know. And some once in a while you'll see little ones without the mother. Sometimes they might split because vehicles might go by, or you know, might get spooked by some humans or something, or real loud noises that'll spook deer. You know, because deer are very sensitive to loud noises and stuff. Yeah, yeah, that's deer. Yeah, that's deer for you. Yeah, that's deer. They get spooked. Yeah, yeah, but like I say, a lot of stupid people. A lot of stupid people. They watch those shows where deer are very nice. All the prey animals are very nice. Elephants are very nice. Well, my favorite wild animal in Minnesota. Let's see, the ones I've seen. Let's see, I've seen foxes a couple times. I've seen raccoons. I've seen the deer. Um, I'll probably say the little deer. Yeah, I'll say the little deer are my favorite. I've never seen bears, and I haven't seen wolves, and I wouldn't want to see no bears. Wouldn't want to see no. But I don't have to worry about bears where I live. Bears are mostly in the central northern Minnesota regions. That's where the bears are, and I think you see some mountain lions or cougars up there too. Not that many though. Yeah, yeah. If you go into some serious woods, you know, yeah, got to know your wildlife. And between mountain lions and bears, you know, I got to stay where I'm at because they're not down where I'm at. Yeah, no, I'm not down where I'm at. Yeah, they kind of used to be, but no, I never hunted. I once, oh, oh, hey there, Bob, how you doing? Oh, have I ever hunted? No, but I remember Brian years ago. He had a BB gun. I was just, I shot some. I was, like I said, I was having fun one time. I was shooting at a butterfly, and I didn't think it ever hit it though. It was a butterfly flying around. Then one day I looked at the butterfly. I said, "Brian, it's the same butterfly." He said, "Yeah, man, you shot it." I said, "I did? Yeah." I got so freaked out and bummed out. I said, "Here, Brian, I'm not using BB guns anymore, and I won't touch a BB gun anymore. No, I will not touch a BB gun." And after shooting the poor butterfly by accident, because I mean, butterfly flying around, it's you know, I didn't mean to. You know, I didn't think I'd ever hit it, and I felt bad. I feel bad if I hit butterflies with my car by accident. I've done that before, and I feel bad. You know, because we need butterflies. Yeah, you too, Bob. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you very much. I won't forget you, Bob. You know that. And yeah, I watched your video all the way through. And your likes is by mine. Yeah, I did that, Bob. I did. I watched the whole thing. I'll kid you not. I'll kid you not. Yeah, yeah. Huge fish. Bob's busy with videos and stuff. You know, studying up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And sometimes I'm busy with video, sometimes I'm not. You know, yeah, yes, video people. We try to study very carefully on audience renditions, or what do you call it? Trying to just not easy. Just not easy these days. Hmm. Yeah. Do I like not having any hair? Well, during the summertime, I do, because when I drive my vehicle with the window rolled all the way down, I don't have to worry about excess hair blowing in my eyes. Then I can see the road better. Plus, I'm what, going to be 61 years old pretty soon. And if I grow my hair, it's going to be half gray now. So during the winter time, I'm going to grow my hair so that way it'll keep me warm when I wear my cap. Because, long hair does add to warmth, you know, when you walk around in the winter time in the cold of Minnesota. Yeah. Then in the spring, I'm going to probably shave it off. Unless if I get a girlfriend who wants me to wear hair all the time, but I hope she knows how to cut my hair, because barbers aren't cheap anymore, and a lot of the barbers can't cut hair worth crap. Shit, they cut hair as good as I do, maybe a little better. You don't want me to cut hair. I do a terrible job. I do a terrible job at it. Yeah, I do a terrible job. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, I'm still here. I forgot. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes kind of tough shaving his beard too. Yeah, sometimes it grows in funny places. Yeah, as a person gets older, you get more of the wrinkles. And hey, you too, huge fish. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's been great having people coming on chatting. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's lots and lots of fun. Yeah, nice talking to you. They're huge fish. Yeah, nice talking to you. Ah, I'm back. Welcome back, Calvary. Oh yeah, I didn't watch much that show. It wasn't really for me. It was popular though. It's a popular show, but I never really got into Welcome Back, Calvary. Yeah. Hmm. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I tell you. Oh boy, it's been a great day, I'll tell you. Yeah, it's been a great day. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah. I'm back on the road again. If I sit down and drive, I'll be on the road again. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Ooh-ah, ooh-ah, ooh-ah. And you fools fall in love. Birds sing so I can say the word. Why do they fall in love? That song, yeah. Mm, yeah, I tell you. Hmm. Oh, it's a great feeling. Feeling some fan air, yeah. Huh. Yeah, it's just great feeling some fan air. Hmm. Oh boy, it's nice. And now I'm down to one person. Glad you're still here. I'm glad you're still here with me. Yeah, I just been having a large crowd tonight. Larger than usual. I'm just so happy. I'm so very happy. That's for sure. Uh, that's for sure. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I'm afraid my eyes. I'm afraid to get a little foggy or something. And then our vision get foggy. I don't know. It's time to get foggy again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you. Oh, wow. Just ouch. That's what I snapping ankle again. Oh, my ankle loves to snap. Snap, crackle, pop. Oh, snap, crackle, pop. I want to eat mine. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, boy. Just, oh, let's say to do. I wish I knew. Let's say to do. Oh, my. Oh, oh, yeah. I just think it's something to say. Oh, lost a viewer. Sorry about that. Yeah, lost a viewer. Has a running out of things to say. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, gotta pay my bills. Gotta do that. Just gotta pay that. Pay my bills. Hmm. Oh, yeah. Well, looks like there's nobody in the chat room now. Now it's time for me to sing. I'm talking to myself and answering myself. And the chatters have come by and left. I thank my chatters very much. I do. I thank my chatters very much. Yes, I do. I thank my chatters. You've all been wonderful tonight. You've all been super wonderful. Yes, you are. Really, you've all been wonderful. Yeah, very wonderful. Yeah. Ouch. Ooh, ha ha. Yeah. Let's see. Oops. Let's see. Okay. Oops. Oh, Oh, there we are. Made a mistake. Made a mistake. Yeah, I just made a bad mistake tonight. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. Made a mistake tonight. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus. Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is coming to town. We know that you're sleeping. We know that you're awake. And so be good for goodness sake. So you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Hello. Okay, one more minute. If nobody chats, then oh, somebody's in the room. All right. Anybody want to chat? So if nobody wants to chat, I'm just going to cut the show and go up a merry way. And it's like the ground, so might as well go my merry way. And all you wild horse fans out there, I thank you for stopping by. Unless if someone wants to say something in the chat, nobody wants to say anything, I think I'm going to cut the show. Because I'm getting kind of tired, so yeah, that's the way it is. So, goodbye, everybody.